Special Forces. World's toughest tests premiere as a humiliation ritual, but I can't look away. Hello friends, I'm Wordly Wise. Welcome to my channel. For the latest news update, please subscribe the channel and press bell icon. The season premiere of Special Forces, World's Toughest Test was just one big humiliation ritual. And something tells me this is going to be the toughest season yet, and by toughest, I'm talking about the most difficult season to watch. Yet, I couldn't take my eyes off the installment, as we watched privileged princesses like the Judices get shoved face first into the mud, and Jussie Smollett already got one of the roughest edits yet for someone intent on using this for his second chance. Johnny Manziel, the unexpected heart of the season. More likely than you think, the opener already affirmed exactly what I suspected, which is that the people who we're supposed to focus on most aren't all of these lesser-known, internet personalities that are unrecognizable to the masses. You can have great TV fanatic content delivered right to your inbox. All you need to do is subscribe now. The real drama will center around the series' most controversial figures, Kody Brown and Jussie Smollett, with a dash of Real Housewives action with Teresa Giudice, and of all the athletes that are on this season, an alarming amount, it's Johnny Manziel who may be this season's comeback kid. He already gives the same energy as Brody Jenner, who comes in with a certain reputation that is almost immediately dismantled by the time he has a heart-to-heart with the staff. You see a guy who once had it all, but now doesn't know what to do with himself. He's fascinatingly vulnerable, but in that way that you tend to be when you've already hit rock bottom and there's nothing else left for you to give. Manziel already has the air of someone willing and ready to take accountability for all of his shortcomings, and this may be therapeutic for him. He'll get something out of this. IDC, Kody Brown is still the worst. It's in those exact moments when there may be something beneficial in this humiliation ritual after all. The former Heisman recipient is so raw during his moments that it actually does tug at something inside of you. Not to be dramatic, but there's really something heavy you feel inside when you can see a person is already broken, and he has that. Thus, it's evident that he'll be the person viewers will root for most. We'll be quietly hanging on to what this may do for him and how he can come out on the other side, while the rest of this feels like a charade of contrived drama for our perverse entertainment. But then we're right back to that ridiculous drama with people like Kody Brown, and you want to hurl yourself from a plane just to escape his particular brand of machismo and chauvinism. The man is loathsome. And now he's on this series, presumably for more eyeballs and because he thinks succeeding at this will simply reaffirm his delusions of grandeur about being the peak form of masculinity. And, much to my chagrin, he performed quite well with most of the challenges. He's fitter than one would have guessed. He had no qualms about jumping out of that helicopter, and he actually attempted to be helpful when Manziel realized that he's not in the best shape anymore. Kody Brown versus Jussie Smollett, who you got? Yet, he's still someone who makes you wish for his downfall, if only to see him receive a dose of humility that he desperately needs. Kody Brown thinks he is the prize in the show. Ironically, he also felt he would be the most controversial figure, which is why I never choked on my beverage when he pieced together who Jussie Smollett was, and it was clear as day that he was already plotting a beef with him. Are we surprised that the misogynistic polygamist would be audacious enough to judge the scandalous actor and singer? Nah, this tracks. I won't rule Smollett out, though. He already picked up on how Kody reacted to him, and he's not exactly a person who takes anything lying down. We can definitely anticipate some drama brewing between those two. The sad thing about it is that it plays into the hands of the drama that this show likes to evoke and risks overshadowing the good that they intend, somewhere beneath all the humiliation and degradation that I could never subscribe to. Jussie Smollett's second chance just may be a second downfall. Instead, Smollett is already on the staff's radar, and they don't seem particularly impressed by him. Given that a large part of his presence on this show is about having a second chance and potentially rehabilitating his image, there's a risk that this backfires spectacularly. The staff doesn't care for him, and they don't like how he responds to things, and they're not even privy to how diva-ish he comes across in the barracks when he talks about not wanting to clean the toilets. Maybe they'll change their minds or get a better read on him, something they admit they don't have when he gets his interrogation moment. But for now, they're just going by what puts him off and the reputation that sadly precedes him. The season already feels like the toughest for viewers to watch. It's clear that Jussie is someone the staff will be hard on. The same applies to the Giudice women, whom they've written off early and seem as if they can't be apart, despite their separate teams. NBA player Nick Young is also someone who they seem intent on breaking. Outside of that, it's hard to get a read on most of the others. Some, clearly, were on just to be on TV. The first to drop out, Brittany Cartwright, severely underestimated the series and overestimated her capabilities. And Andrew East and Sean Johnson East are fascinating, only in the sense that she's welcoming this time apart from her husband, who, bless his heart, seems a bit clingy. But after only one episode, I'm already cringing to my heart's content over this season and what could potentially unfold. It's one of the most questionable casts, and that's coupled with it already coming across as one of the most degrading seasons yet. I can't look away, though. It's like yelling into the void sometimes, so if you're out there, holler back. Comments, shares, and good vibes all keep this little ship afloat. Thanks for reading.